Hello and welcome to another PalmerScript lesson. Now, if things go to plan, this should be our last, but I'm not sure if I will make more in the future or if I will expand. So today what we'll be doing is we'll be going over some more letters. We'll be going over what makes a good letter, like what makes a good letter stand out from a bad letter, and I'll also give you your final task in PalmerScript. So let's get started. So the first thing we'll do is we'll cover some more letters. So let's go ahead and start. Right. Okay, so the first letter we'll do will be M. So M looks like that, and the lowercase overturn, underturn. There. That's M. The next set we'll be covering S. So let's go compound curve, loop around. There. Actually, hang on. So loop around, compound curve, and then there we have our S. Of course, the lowercase s is so we have our entrance, then we have this, and then exit. So entrance, exit, entrance, exit. Next letter, I. So what I is it looks quite similar to another letter. Just guess. I. There we go. That's a good I. That's a bad I. We'll talk about that later. And of course, the lowercase I. There's basically an entrance and an underturn. Okay, next letter, E. So in the chart that I gave you, there are two variations of E, one of which is like this, and one of which is like this. Now, which is the correct version? Well, it doesn't matter. They're both. You can use either. For PalmerScript, I would recommend this either, because it's just a little easier to start. Just link it like that with your letters. And the lowercase e. Well, there's only one of those, and it looks like that. Hang on. Looks like that. Okay, the next letter we'll cover O. So O is just the quintessential form of just the natural form of our oval stroke, which looks like that. And then lowercase, like that. So in Spencerian script, you'd go entrance, oval, and exit. And this just entrance, there's no entrance, because it just goes straight into the oval. So that's not the right one. Okay, next letter we'll cover K. So what K is K kind of combines some principles we've learnt. This bad 9 from the M, and of course our side compound curves into one. Okay, there we go. Actually, well, you can basically do it either way. This K extends down lower, this K extends higher. And of course, lowercase k goes also a bit, hang on, also goes like this. And then once you do this ascending stem loop, you'll then extend from the bottom across and like that, go like that, leaving this gap here. Next letter, X. So this will be our second to last letter, X, and it goes like wide loop again, and then we have our compound curve. Another way you can do it is without bad 9, and you do a bad 6. And of course, the lowercase x, it goes like this. And now we have our last letter that I will be teaching you, and that will be the letter Z. or Z. It's Z though because it's of Germanic origin, and that's just how they say it over there. So suck it, everyone who thinks it's Z. So Z goes like that. Or it goes like that. And then our lowercase z, well, that will be a little bit of a differentiation from this. Sorry, there. And by differentiation, I mean it's like completely the same. Okay, so just practice these letters for 1 to 2 pages, and then we can go over what makes a good letter. Okay, well, hopefully you're back from that letter practice. Let's go over what makes a good letter. What makes a good letter? Okay, so the key aspects of the key criteria of a good letter in PalmScript is going to be legibility, speed, so that's how quickly you can make the letter, and how easy it is to form, or how easy it is for you, or basically how easily consistent you can make it. How easily consistent you can make it. So legibility obviously is well, this all boils down, basically all these kind of criteria boil down to basically just one, which is legibility, which is how easily you can read it. So obviously you have a bad letter if you can't read it, or if you can easily confuse it with something else. For example, this bad I here can easily be confused with a J, or a bad J, which is why it makes it a bad letter. Speed, basically how quickly you can write the letter well, how well you can write the letter quickly. So yeah, how well you write it quickly. And ease or easy or consistent basically means how easy it is to keep each letter consistent. And again, it basically means how easy it is to make sure that each letter looks like the same. So let me explain it like this. So say you write your X like this, but then you decide to change it to this midway through. Obviously it's still an X. So it's not hard to be confused. But say for some other letter that was easily confused and you changed it, then obviously you've screwed up your word, you screwed up your letter, and you've confused whoever's reading. So that's another thing which defines a good letter in PalmScript. Notice how beauty is not here. That is because PalmScript does not allow for any beauty or creativity in any of your letters. This isn't PalmScript. What's up? 等一下，爸爸妈妈把电视放走了。Sorry for that interruption. Okay, notice how this is not, well, I don't consider this PalmScript. I consider this kind of a Palmer Spencerian blend. And the last thing we'll be covering will be your final task. So, your final task in PalmerScript is not to do the lesser thing I told you not to do. Not to do this kind of letter thing I told you to do. No. Don't do that. Hang on. Yeah. Don't do that. Do not do that. That is not what I want you to do. Instead, what I want you to do is to, 1, use Palmer in everyday life. Or number 2, the slightly easier thing is transcribe. Transcribe a long document of text. Long document. Number 2 is to transcribe a long document. So you can either do one of these, or you can do both of them, and then you will have truly finished PalmerScript. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.